What's up? This is my first video in a series of 4 videos about 4 products that I'm building in 4 weeks. And just to give a little backstory about this, basically I gave myself the challenge to build 4 products in 4 weeks, starting in November. And every Monday I announce a product, and every Sunday I launch that product. And I'm actually just about to launch my first product called hangsolo. But every Saturday I release a video, this video. And basically it's just gonna talk about what I did during the week and things that I learned. Honestly, it could be about anything else. Just whatever I decide to share. It's pretty raw and yeah. And so the first part of this is, did I learn anything this week? And in all honesty, I don't think I really learned anything. I think I just came to understand things more deeply. And there's 4 things that come to mind in particular. So the first one is that it's totally possible to build a functional product in 1 week, which is what I did. And in all honesty, I think a lot of other people could do it as well. It's not that hard. You just have to put in the time. But how practical your product is another question. And that's something that's not easily done in a week. And you might be wondering what I mean by practical. And basically what I mean by practical is how easy and how useful is it to use. The second thing I came to understand is I care a lot more about design than I initially thought. I also enjoy doing it a lot more than I initially thought. And this is only one of those things that I could have learned by doing it. I don't think I would have been able to come to this conclusion any other way. And the reason I think it became so obvious was because I was working on a really simple product. For me, working on a really simple product, I was able to complete the technical side of it pretty fast. And all that was really left for me to focus on was the design. How do you use this thing? How do you make this thing nice? And those are the questions I really started to care about and wanted to spend more time doing. And I think those are things that I will spend more time doing in the future. Another one of these things that I've actually experienced a lot of times is how excited I am for an idea when I initially think of it, and then how excited I am after I build it and release it and no one uses it. I don't know how to describe it any other way than insane. And it's almost hard to describe the contrast. If this is something you've experienced, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'm having a hard time finding the words for it. But just how excited and how happy you can be when you think of an idea and how much euphoria you can have is just, it's insane. I don't understand how you can have so much hype around this idea. You can be in love with it. And then you can actually build it and release it and feel pretty much the exact opposite way about it. And this is something I experienced with hangsolo actually. And yeah, it's just an insane feeling. I still don't understand it, but it's something that I became more aware of while I was working on it. And the last thing that I learned or kind of experienced was it's really easy to lose motivation or to lose confidence in your idea if you don't have some kind of feedback. And in my case, what I mean by this is I built hangsolo. I made like 1 or 2 tweets about it. So I did terrible marketing. Really just like didn't really try that hard at all. And no one was really using it except for me. And that kind of crushed my confidence in the idea. Does that mean I should quit? Does that mean it's a terrible idea? I don't think I can really draw any conclusions from it. But what I do know is that it really rattled my confidence in the idea. And yeah, now I think I knew this before, but it's again becoming very obvious to me that if I don't have some kind of feedback, if I don't have something telling me that I'm going in the right direction, then it feels like it's not a good idea. And that leads me to the last part of this video, which is what am I going to be doing differently with my next product? And I'm basically going to be doing one thing differently, and that's focusing on user acquisition or marketing more. I basically spent no time on that in this project. And I think if I would have spent some time trying to get users, talking to people, it would have helped me build more confidence in the idea and not lose motivation in it so fast. So that's a quick update on this week's product, and I will see you next week. Peace.